Here's a bonus video for some of you level 1 users who are ready to move on to level 2 of Windows Vista training, is how to install fonts. You want to be careful where you get these fonts from. You could download them for free off the internet, but then again, anything for free may have spyware attached to it. But in any case, if you do have some fonts, for example, if I right click here and I go to New and I create a folder and I can call it, I wouldn't call it fonts, or you can call it My Fonts. So you dump all your fonts in here and you want to install them. The last thing you want to do is find the fonts folder. For example, if I click on the start and I come in here in instant search and I type in fonts, there's my fonts folder here. If I click fonts, it opens up the fonts folder. The last thing you want to do, let me resize this, is to open up your fonts and click and drag and put them in here. If you click and drag them to the fonts folder, they're not going to work. Windows Vista has to install them themselves. You got to let Windows Vista do it. So to do it, you can come to this folder, and again, you can do it one of two ways. Let me close out. You can click on the start button and click in the instant search and type in fonts, and then click on it, or go to the control panel and do appearance and personalization, and then click on the fonts, install or remove. When you click on it and you want to install it, you want to come up here in the file menu. If you don't have your menu sitting up there, you want to click on the organize button, come down to layout to make sure your menu bar is checked. Once it's checked, you can click on file, go down to install new font, and then what you have to do is you have to find out the folder that it's sitting in, and you have to actually use the address down below. So if you come up here and you double click on the C drive, on the C drive, I don't know how many users you have logged in. Maybe it's just you, and your name will probably be listed here, but I have a couple users on the same computer, so I'll double click on users. I'll find the user, and it's the training. Double click on the training folder. In the training folder, I want to look at the desktop. Remember, on my desktop I had My Fonts. If I go ahead and double click on desktop, it lists everything on my desktop, which is My Fonts. I double click on that. If there were any fonts listed, it says no fonts were found, they'd be listed here. It has a listing of all the fonts. You can click on the select all, it selects all the fonts, and then click install. Give it a few seconds, it installs it for you. Again, you don't want to try to click and drag your fonts into the folder. You may look out, it may work, it may not. Most of the time for me it doesn't work. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.